How you boy doing tonight? God is good and God is good all the time. My name is Emma J. Spiritual. I may get some news on tonight. There will be two bills could remove black Democrat, from Georgia election board. So voting rights, are warning that black voters in South Georgia County could lose representatives. So on their local election board under a bill, through the General Assembly, the proposal is the latest attempt to change political power, in a county election board across Georgia Parliament. The package appears bill that ended bipartisan appointment in several other countries. So the Georgia House voted mostly along party lines, last week to replace the five-person Ward County election board, which currently includes three black members. So they cutting back and pretty much cutting back on our African American members. You know, and you have pretty much all mixed races in Democrat and Republican. So because you need different voices, to help out. So under legacy, four members of the board will be appointed by Republican majority on the Ward County Commission. Instead of Republican, and Democrat parties, the board chairperson is chosen by other four board members. So it's simply going to dilute majority voters by denying representative. An election board said Clarence Billing, the board current chairman, who is African American. So if the bill become law, political parties, could still nominate election board, members. But the Ward County Commission, who finally majority over who gets the job. So they're gonna be fighting on who gonna get the job. They're removing some people from the board. So the commission will have no obligation to choose people nominated by political parties. So what they're doing, once these two bills come out, and it don't be stopped, nobody will have no say so who they chose to be on the board, to be on the seat. So other countries, African American election board members already lost their position. So some people losing their position already. So after the General Assembly, they removed political party appointment, including Fair Fight Action, voting rights groups, said in a statement, to bill, could all happen, local actors to take control. Nicholson is now pending in the state senate. So once these two bills come to pass, and they're trying to move pretty much African American out the seat. So they already had moved three. Three of them, been moved out of their position already. So one, there was two bills that could be removed. Black Democrat off the election board. They're trying to get black Democrat off the election board. To attempt to change political power. So they're trying to change everything, and then once it do be changed, it'll be hard to reverse it. So Georgia House, voted to replace the five-person election board, including three black members. That was the three that had removed already. So denying representative election board chairman, which is African American. So if the bill become law, political party could still nominate election board members. So once that bill come to pass, they'll be able to just take people off the board. They already took three off the board already. And which already removed three of them already off the board. So if this bill law political party passed, the commission will have no sense. You will have no sense at all. And choosing, people nominated by political party. So we already lost three. We already lost three members already, African American. So this in Georgia. So we need Democrat, including African American, on the seat. So I request a Democrat, African American member to remain and I block the two new bills. Because once that bill come out, you won't have we won't have no say so in anything. We won't have a votes. So when they have different races in the Democrat and Republicans, so we have a voice. But if we don't have, no black Democrat, then we won't have no voice. And then once once this bill come through, they'll be able to choose who they want and take on who they want. So next time I'm gonna talk to you about abortion. Abortion. I request to lift, on the injunction blocking the enforcement of a law that ban all abortion. See, right now the abortion is banned. I had a young lady, live in Texas, and she had complications. She had her health issues that the baby, she had to have surgery, had a baby out, but they refused because the abortion is banned. So she had to go somewhere else to get that surgery done. So when the life of a mother is at risk, she would need that procedure done. But if it's banned, her life will be threatened and it'll be a risk. So five women, had filed for a lawsuit against Texas over abortion ban. They had health issues. And so they could not get abortion in Texas, because the abortion is banned. So five women had filed for a lawsuit, against the state of Texas, claiming that they were denied abortion, even though they face serious health risks. The lawsuit asked the state, to clarify the medical exception of its abortion ban, which is considered one of the scariest in the nation. So these five women, they was denied. They was our medical attention, no abortion because the doctors, they feared, they were scared, being prosecuted over the state ban on a procedure the women, came forward. So the women couldn't get no kind of medical attention at all for that situation, and she needed an abortion, to preserve her health, but couldn't get one in Texas. She couldn't get one in Texas at all, you know. So since the abortion is banned, she was denied. The procedure, she was at 19 weeks, So after her water broke, the water broke and everything. Earlier she said putting her at risk of a potential life threat, infection. Her doctor said they couldn't perform the abortion, so she had to go to Colorado. So she had to go somewhere else to get the surgery done because it was, she had health issues. She could not proceed that baby. So in Texas and pretty much in other states, the abortion is banned. So when a woman have health issues and she need procedures done, and she get denied, So approval of an abortion judge that ruling could impact access, even in the states where the procedure is legal, Ms. Janice said, now due to the risk and life threat, I request that abortion, all across the nation, be unblocked. So abortion all across the nation. I request that the abortion, be unblocked. Because we have so many women, having health issues. If that baby, be in a tube, that's life threatening for that woman if she cannot have the procedures done. She either gonna be putting her life on the line, if she don't have that procedure done. So it's a lot of health issues that you would need the abortion done. So it's not like you just killing a baby just to be killing a baby. If that baby in the tube, and the baby's not, not gonna survive. So We just talk about the Democrats. They're dropping black Democrats, from off the seat. They already removed three. And once they have two new bills, and once these two new bills come to pass, and they can drop and take in wherever they want, So we also just talk about the abortion. We had five women in Texas, had health issues, life threat, but the doctors had refused to give them abortion because the abortion is banned. So I unbanned, unblocked the abortion all across the nation. So everyone, if you pregnant, you have health issues. Like some people want a baby, but to have health issues in the baby in the tomb and the baby somewhere else and it need to come out, I mean, you have to have that procedure done. So I had unblocked the abortion all across the nation, so these women can have their procedures done when they have complications with the pregnancy. So and we just talk about the Democrats. They dropping black Democrat off the seat, off the board. So I had requests for them to remain as a Democrat because you need African Americans on that seat. On that seat, but you have black voters also. So you have to have so we can have a verse. They're our verse sitting in that seat. So that's all the short news I have for you today. Y'all have a nice night, and I see y'all on the